y'all, it's Lindsay with Wrestling Talk in the Shop, and we're going to do Today in Wrestling History for September the 21st and 22nd. Back in 1933, CMLL, which was known as EMLL, promoted its very first card in Mexico, and they're one of the world's oldest wrestling promotions still in existence. In 1999, on SmackDown's taping in Dallas, Texas, the Rock and Sock Connection, The Rock and Mankind, won the WWF Tag Team Championship by defeating the New Age Outlaws. On the same show, Vince McMahon forced Triple H to wrestle all 5 of his upcoming six-pack challenge opponents on their own special gimmick matches. He needed to win 3 of the 5 matches to remain in the WWE Championship match in the upcoming Unforgiven pay-per-view. He lost to Big Show in a chokeslam challenge and lost to a casket match against Mideon and Viscera, substituting for The Undertaker. And he defeated Kane in an Inferno match, Mankind in a Boiler Room brawl, and then secured the title match spot by beating The Rock in a Brahman bull rope match. And in 2002, the Ring of Honor Championship changed hands for the first time ever as Xavier defeated inaugural champion Low Kai in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. In 2002, Ted Petty, best known as Rocco Rock from Public Enemy, passed away as a result of a heart attack on the way to an event in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. In 2003, WWE Unforgiven took place at the Giant Center in Hershey, Pennsylvania. In the main event, Goldberg defeated Triple H to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and Shawn Michaels was also up against Randy Orton. In 2004, at a TNA Impact taping in Orlando, the NWA Tag Team Champions changed hands when James Storm and Christopher Daniels defeated Chris Harris and Elix Skipper. In 2005, Mark Copani, Muhammad Hassan, was officially released by WWE around 2 months after his character was written off the TV after pressure from WWE's TV partners after a terrorist-themed angle was played out on TV days after a bombing in London, England.
That was UPN that did that. I mean, that was they sort of come out. I remember it. They come out dressed. They really weren't dressed bad, but they attacked the Undertaker. But
yeah, it didn't go over well.
Yeah.
In 2008 on SmackDown, Primo and Epico Colon defeated Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder for WWE Tag Team Championships. In 2009, Lillian Garcia officially left WWE after 10 years with the company. In 2014, New Japan Pro Wrestling presented the Destruction in Kobe event. The main event saw Shinsuke Nakamura defeat Bad Luck Fale to win the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. In 2014, the Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee was the host of WWE Night of Champions. There was several titles change hands. Goldust and Stardust defeated the Usos for the WWE Tag Team Championship in a Brothers vs. Brothers title change. The Miz defeated Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship, and AJ Lee won the Divas title in a triple threat match with Paige and Nikki Bella. And then in 2020, the much derided Retribution faction made their in-ring Raw debut when T-Bar, Mace, and Slapjack lost to Bobby Lashley. In 2020, the much derided Retribution faction made their in-ring Raw debut when T-Bar, Mace, and Slapjack lost to Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and Cedric Alexander of the Hurt Business by DQ. And then we're going to move on to the 22nd. Back in 1980, on WWF's Madison Square Garden show, Andre the Giant beat Hulk Hogan in a main event via pinfall. In 1984, WWF champion Hulk Hogan lost to Big John Studd in the main event of Madison Square Garden. Studd was accompanied to the ring by Bobby the Brain Heenan, who was making his WWF debut as a manager. In 1996, In Your House, Mind Games took place at the Core States Center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Making his professional wrestling debut was Mark Henry, who competed in the Summer Olympics earlier that same year. Henry defeated Jerry the King Lawler, and the main event saw the WWF champion Shawn Michaels defeat Mankind by disqualification in one of arguably the best matches of Foley's career. In 2007, Raw is held in Madison Square Garden for the first time in its history and is notable for 2 things. Firstly, it was the debut of Mick Foley's alter ego, Cactus Jack, who beat Triple H in a street fight. And secondly, it was the first time that Steve Austin hit Vince McMahon with his famous stunner and kicked off what would become the historic Austin-McMahon feud. In 1997, WCW Monday Nitro emanated from Salt Lake City, Utah. Former American football player Bill Goldberg made his debut on the show, beating Hugh Morphus by pinfall. And Goldberg then looked into the camera and said, "That's number 1." prophesying his winning streak that wouldn't end until he had won 173 matches in a row.
They cooked the books a lot there. He didn't quite win that many.
And then 2000 in Amarillo, Texas, on a WCW house show, Terry Funk pinned Lance Storm to win the WCW United States title, and a title which he held until last held in 1975, and then known as the NWA Mid-Atlantic United States Champion, and he would lose it back to Storm the very next night. In 2002, WWE Unforgiven was live from the Staples Center in Los Angeles. A stacked card sees Intercontinental Champion Chris Jericho retain his title after making Ric Flair submit to the walls of Jericho. And that's going to wrap it up for today in wrestling history for the September the 21st and 22nd. We appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Like and subscribe.